Hello there, and thanks for stopping by. This is a visual of my income portfolio fund. You see, I have 7 funds. qdte is the biggest one at 34%. And I'll let you take a look at the other ones. You got a total value of $39,245. About $15,000 of that is margin, and the entire portfolio is down about 5%. And with these charts, you can see I started this portfolio in May of last year, and you can see my distribution / dividends throughout that year. And in January, the month we're in now, we'd be making $1,324. That's because the final declarations are in for the weekly payers and then my 1 monthly payer of nvdy. So $1,324. All right, with these 2 screenshots, this is for today, January 29, 2025. This is the total gain or loss for today. Cony and MSTY were the only ones that were positive. And my portfolio took a beating on Monday. I'm sure like all of yours did. But during that time, I did spend a little bit of margin money, about $800. Starting with YMAX, I picked up about 28 to 30 shares. I made this YMAX 500 shares even. And also over the last 2 days, I picked up about 10 more shares of MSTY. And then I added a couple shares to my core funds of qdte and xdte. And my biggest loser for today was nvdy. And of course, nvdy just got clobbered on Monday. I think it was down close to $4. Came up $1.50 yesterday. And I think it was back down 70-something cents today. But luckily, nvdy is a very small portion of my entire portfolio, just the 50 shares, or about 1,000 of that $39,000 total. And then with these screenshots, this is a total gain or loss to each fund since I've held each position. And right now you can see cony and nvdy are down close to 10 and 11% respectively. And the only thing that's green is this VU position where I'm parking 30% of my distributions in this account to pay my taxes next year should I need them. If I don't need them, I'm going to buy more of these funds. Which brings me to my what I call my reality screenshot. You can see right here I'm down just a little bit over 5%, or about $2,100. My initial goal is to have these between -3 and +3% while getting the distributions. Just last Friday, I was at -2.83%. So Monday really put a beat down on my portfolio. But what are you going to do? Market goes up, market goes down. And you can see, and I'll take this, the portfolio was up $13 today. And now just a quick review of each of my positions. YMAX fund, this is cony. You can see 200 shares, an average cost of $15.07, down $280 or about 9%. It really picked up towards the end of the day today, up 39 cents, finishing at $13.66. Next up is MSTY, another YMAX fund. You can see 142 shares owned at $29.17, average cost down $280 or almost 7%. It picked up towards the afternoon, up 42 cents, finishing at $27.18. And just a little bit more with MSTY. You can see the last 2 days, I picked up about 10 or so shares to help drive down my average cost. And then next is nvdy. I have 50 shares, an average cost of $22.55. Like I said, poor nvdy's been taking a beating this week. Up $1.49 or $1.50 yesterday, but back down 77 cents. Finished the day at $19.91. This is my largest position. It's a round hill position, qdte. Average cost of $42.02 at 341 shares. Down about $750 or a little bit over 5%. Was down a little bit today, 6 cents, finishing at $39.81. Another YMAX position, tsly, 51 shares. As far as a dollar amount wise, $650 worth of value. Average cost of $13.51, down 5% or $35. At the time of filming, I think Elon Musk topped his way out of the bad earnings, something about production, and it's going to go up tomorrow. So I anticipate tsly to go up. But anyway, today down 28 cents, finishing at $12.81. xdte from Round Hill, my second biggest position. I have an average cost of $51.88 with 175 shares, down about 3%. I really like xdte. It's holding its NAV pretty well, even with these deep red days and those huge distributions that came in December. But anyway, down 20 cents today, finishing at 50.33. And then lastly is YMAX, which has organically just become my third biggest position. 500 shares, an average cost of $17.41. You see I'm down 4% or about 350 bucks. Finished down 3 pennies today at $16.70. If we go back to these screenshots, you can see each of my funds. You can see the dollar amount corresponding to each fund. If we were to add those all up, you would get $39,245. This little net debit up here, this amount, this 14,866, that's how much margin I'm using with Fidelity. So if I had to liquidate all my positions, Fidelity is going to get their 14,866 back, and I'd be left with $24,378. And you can see right here, up 13 bucks for the day. I'm going to take that. Yesterday's the portfolio was up a little bit over $300, but on Monday, the deep red day, it was down about $1,100. So my portfolio has some work to do. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.